Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Brentnall, and I am the Business Development Manager here at LOOPHOLD. On the call with I've got Ian Parker, who will be assisting with some Q&As. And I can't remember on which side, it's either this side or this side of your browser. There will be a Q&A tab, and feel free to pop any questions you might have into there, and they'll be answered. Excellent, so let's get started. So the agenda for the presentation for today. So my whole goal was to not, kill you guys with the death by PowerPoint. So trying to keep it short, sweet, to the point, and give you guys the information you need. So very quick and short, we're just going to start off by going with a very quick overview of LOOPHOLD, and then a very quick overview of the SonicWall MSP program, the security offerings of the MSP program, and then the new MPSS subscription, and then lastly, how to onboard. So, as a quick, some information about us. We've been around for about 27 years. We focus exclusively on information security, data protection, and cloud security. And because we've been around in the market for so long, we've got extensive knowledge on how the market works. We are a 100% channel-focused company, which means we don't ever sell directly to end customers, nor do we quote end customers. There is on the odd occasion where end customers may reach out to us, and they might have a query or two here or there, and we will gladly assist them, but we'll always direct them to a partner. So with a very careful thoughted product stack, our product stack can cover web protection, application protection, network protection, data, email, and endpoint protection. And we achieve all this protection with our current stack of ArcServe, Barracuda, SonicWall, and Wasabi. Now, today we're going to be speaking mainly around the SonicWall MSSP product line. But if you guys want to know more about ArcServe, Barracuda, or Wasabi, we're gladly to have a conversation with you, and just let us know. So how do we as LOOPHOLD help our customers? We help you guys from a vendor engagement level, where we assist you with partner level compliance, some product training, geo registrations, and so forth. We assist you with marketing if need be. We can assist you with sales and pre-sales down to a point where we do presentations to your clients on your behalf with you there. We do demos and POCs, and we can assist you guys with any RFQs or RFPs and so forth. On the more technical side of things, we can assist you guys with some assessments, designs, and previously mentioned some POCs. We can assist you guys with implementation of our solutions. And then lastly, we can also assist you guys with any training you might need. Last thing to mention is that LOOPHOLD are the only authorized training partners in Africa, the SonicWall authorized training partners. What that means is the SonicWall certificates, SNSA and SNSP certifications, we are the only people in Africa that can assist you with that at this very moment. So before we get started into running through the MSP program, throughout the webinar today, we are going to be having a few polls that are going to pop up. So Mr. Ian Parker, if you don't mind to pop up the first poll for us, and then I'll give it a few seconds for you guys to handle the polls, and then we can take it from there. All right. Thank you to you guys who have answered the polls and all that. Mr. Parker, you can take it out. So then getting started on the overview of the SonicWall MSP program. So SonicWall designed this MSP program to make it easier for their current customers to break into the MSP market. So how did they achieve this? Well, they achieved it by making it a flexible consumption, which basically means monthly billing, which you guys can then offer directly to your clients. They allowed for scalable, affordable, and flexible so that you can add and remove products as you feel fit. So it's partner provision products, so there's no need to order directly from distribution. However, as for hardware still needs to be provisioned through distribution. So if you need hardware, please do let us know and we'll assist. Invoicing is in arrears for the previous month's consumption. MSP revenue counts towards your Secure First partner, which I will elaborate on a little bit more in the next slide. And then lastly, depending on your tier, you obviously get additional discounts. So very short and sweet, as you can see, this is the program in a nutshell. Long and the short of it, there's 3 stages into the MSP program. It's Protect, it's Powered, and it's Powered Plus. Now, if you are a bronze partner, you are automatically, or even a silver partner, you are automatically a Protect partner on the MSSP. Now, if you complete the requirements to become, if you complete the requirements of the MSP program and you level up to a powered partner, that also means you're becoming a gold partner with SonicWall. If you are currently a gold partner with SonicWall, that means you're already a powered MSSP partner as well. So, nice thing about the MSP program with SonicWall is there's no annual contracts involved. You know, you experience service without having to deal with contract negotiations or contract renewals, and there's no long-term commitments from you as a partner to SonicWall. Now, on top of that, there's no minimums. I mean, if you guys want to just buy 1 license, go for it. If you want to buy 600 licenses, go for it. It works purely on a month-to-month, and you can scale up and down as you see fit. Now, what products is offered with SonicWall's MSSP program? Well, it's the entire platform in the long and the short of it. You can gain access to capture clients, virtual firewalls, the new Cloud Secure Edge, NSM, licensing for your firewalls, such as the NSAs and the TZs. So you gain access to the platform. Now, something to just touch base on is the hardware is once-off purchases, and you can basically purchase the TZ range, the NSAs, the switches, and some APs. On the subscription side of things, you are able to get from A to Z, whether you need SSL VPN licenses or you need some MDR licensing, which we'll touch base on a little later, or if you just want to add APSS to a TZ370, all of it is available to you. Now, monthly billing is not the only option on the MSSP program. You can also purchase certain licensing as annual subscriptions, such as your Cloud App Security and your Capture clients. So, taking a step back again to the hardware side of things. You know, the dingy little cabinet that you got sitting in the corner that's got all the beautiful SonicWalls just sitting inside of it, not doing anything, with expired licenses? Well, those firewalls, the Gen 7 and up, you can actually enable on the MSSP for monthly billing. Same as if you've got any old NFR devices that are sitting there, you can enable them. And same for SecAS appliances, and any classic high availability devices can be used alongside a monthly build or an MSSP firewall. So just leading a bit more into some products. So SonicWall acquired a company called Banyan. Now, Banyan has been a long-standing client for SonicWall, and they've been purchasing a lot of SonicWall's products in the past. Now, Banyan has been a product that's, well, a company that has been providing a ZTNA solution for a good couple of years now. So the product that they provide, it's mature, and it just works. That's the nice thing about it. So with SonicWall acquiring them, it allowed them to create a product called Cloud Secure Edge. In a very quick nutshell, what it is it provides a VPN as a service. It provides you with ZTNA, provides you with CASB for your SaaS applications, and a secure web gateway to ensure that employees don't go to some really dodgy websites. Now, CSE is licensed into 2 separate portions. You got secure private access and you got secure internet access. The secure private access side, and on both of these, both have a basic and an advanced option. Basic is a very basic, in a nutshell, VPN replacement. And you then point it to the nearest data center, which currently for us is Frankfurt. However, if you go into the advanced option, instead of having to focus on pushing your VPN to the Frankfurt data center, you get access to private edge. Private Edge is a product you install within your network, and instead of VPN to Frankfurt, you VPN directly into the network. And the ZTNA is only available with the advanced option of SPA. On the secure internet access side, basic is just to provide you with a DNS layer, and the advanced allows you with CASB for your SaaS applications, and then your secure gateway for any content filtering and so forth. Cool. Moving on to the MDR offering from SonicWall. So another bit of a story on this one. SonicWall had a long-standing customer that bought SonicWall solutions for years. They used SonicWall solutions for their MDR solution. And this company is called Solutions Granted. So SonicWall noticed this and they were like, well, we're also looking to explore more into the MDR market, and they approached Solutions Granted, and like a lovely, happy married couple, so SonicWall then acquired Solutions Granted, which then provided SonicWall with MDR for endpoints, MDR for network, and MDR for cloud. When I first heard about SonicWall MDR and MDR this, MDR that, I thought, but why MDR? I mean, what makes MDR so spectacular? And why is everyone speaking about it? Best way we can probably break it down is the attack surface is extended. All right. Organizations are getting hit from endpoints to networks, through the cloud, through email. They're getting hit from all directions. Now, what ends up happening is there's a large volume of threat alerts that start coming in over these different services. To be honest, these alerts need to be investigated. Non-investigated alerts can lead to a breach. The critical threats require immediate response. The longer you leave that unattended, the worse it can become. And between all of that, I mean, to have an in-house SOC is a very expensive thing. Now that's where SonicWall comes into play with their MDR. They've got a one SOC across all the endpoints, cloud, and firewalls. Nice thing about it is they also do 2 monthly configuration audits to ensure that you guys meet your best practice, or your clients meet your best practice, and that you also meet all compliance requirements in between it all. This will then allow you to reduce your alert fatigue, which means the SOC team will allow you of any alerts that you need to investigate. It leaves your team free to also then investigate larger projects that you can actually focus on. Now, the nice thing about SonicWall's MDR in between it all is you can actually purchase other vendor licensing through SonicWall. So if you've got a client that is looking for CrowdStrike, you can offer them CrowdStrike's endpoint protection with SonicWall's MDR. Same goes for SentinelOne, same goes for Cylance, and then Capture clients. For your customers that are currently running a free version of Microsoft Defender, you can actually add MDR to that as well. Then lastly, the clients of yours that are running Sophos, if they are running Sophos Intercept X, MDR from SonicWall is an add-on onto that. That's the long and the short of it for MDR. So this is the part where we're going to look at running the second poll. So Mr. Parker, if you don't mind to pop the second poll up for our lovely attendees. And then I'll just give you guys a few more seconds before we head on to the next portion. All right. Thank you for everyone that has responded to the polls. It really means a lot to us. So, hopping into the new MPSS subscription. So, firewall management is essential. And majority of incidents nowadays is due to misconfigured security tools. Now, on top of all of that, it takes about 48 hours for the average cyber criminal to exploit a vulnerability. I mean, I don't know about you, but that's a bit scary to me. Now, that's where SonicWall comes in with the MPSS. So their MPSS subscription basically allows SonicWall to provide you guys with some firewall management and management of the SonicWall firewalls. This is monitoring of the firewall to ensure that it is online. If anything happens to it, you'll be notified. That's to ensure that your firewall is fully up to date at all times. And on top of that, if there's any vulnerability patching that might release, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but every now and then I get a weird email at 2 o'clock in the morning of a vulnerability, and I'm like, okay. So it ensures that that is then done. so that there's no chance of you guys fall into that vulnerability. There's also monthly health checks that happen every month to ensure that the firewall is running sufficiently. And then there's productivity reporting. So just touching base on a bit more of the benefits with MPSS. I know I've kind of mentioned quite a bit in the previous one, but let's just go over them a bit more. So there's 24/7 automated alerts. And if anything happens to the firewall, as mentioned, you will be immediately notified. You will never miss an update. So Sonic Sentry team will ensure that your device is constantly up to date. The health checks and productivity reports runs monthly. So you'll constantly know if the state of the firewall, number one, and number two, you'll know the top sites that is being visited to the client's network. And then you get access to an enhanced support team by the Sonic Sentry team. This basically means that if any critical error or critical events happens, they are there to help you. So benefiting on all partners is you'll get a properly configured firewall at all times, which then eliminates any avoidable risks. For current MSPs, you can grow your business by not having to add a headcount. Basically not having to employ someone to now sit and look at a firewall the whole time. It allows you then to focus on higher value tasks. And when it comes to doing the reports for your clients, it's brandable. So you can put your company logo on it and make it look all nice and pretty for them. As for the non-MSP partners as of yet, this can actually help you transition to the MSP model. And it enables a service offering without you having to go and employ people to sit and manage firewalls if you're looking to explore the MSP markets. Now, something to just discuss a bit. MPSS versus MDR and their differences. So they provide different things. However, when they are together, they become a formidable duo. It's basically like Oreos and milk. I don't know about you guys, but I am a cookie freak and I absolutely love Oreos and milk. I think it's probably one of the best things out there. Anyway, long and the short of it, if you look at MPSS is like putting locks on the doors and the windows of your property. Okay. Sonic Sentry, in other words, MDR, is a security guards that sit and monitor to make sure everything's running good and there's no some dodgy people trying to get in. These two together become a perfect, complete protection that you guys can then offer to your clients. Now, MPSS provides two options when it comes to a subscription. It's offered monthly, so you can get then billed monthly and then pass the bill to your clients. Or there's an annual option, and you can sell a yearly license to your clients depending on how your clients wish to pay and depending on how you guys wish to punt it to them. So it comes to part for another poll, and it will be the last one for today. So, Mr. Parker, if you don't mind, just to run the last poll, and then we can then take it from there. I'll give you guys just a few seconds just to answer that, please, and then we'll carry on and for the last stretch of this webinar or presentation. Okay. Thank you to everyone who answered the polls. I really do appreciate it, and it does help us a lot. Now, anyone who's going to go and Google the SonicWall MPSS subscription, first thing you're going to read is the site assurance part of it, where SonicWall is saying if you have the MPSS subscription, you gain access to basically cyber insurance. Now, this is unfortunately not available in South Africa at this moment. I know SonicWall is busy having discussions and investigating a path for it to be, but as it currently stands, it is not available right now. Okay, on to the very last part of this presentation. Told you, it's not going to be a long one. Is how do you onboard as a SonicWall MSSP partner? So depending on your partner level, there's different ways to sign up. So what's the best way to actually start this process? Simple. Contact your LOOPHOLD account manager. Thereafter, we'll set up a quick 30-minute calls with yourselves. We could take you on a step-by-step guide on how to onboard. And then once the onboarding is completed, it's time to sell MSP. It's that simple. It's not difficult. Now, if you might have any further additional questions or anything you might need from an MSP perspective, feel free to contact me. There's my email address, and I'm always willing to help and always willing to go out of my way to ensure that you guys get the best service from us. And guys, that's it. Quick, short, sweet. I hope I provided you with guys with quite a bit of clarity. And at this very moment, we can head over onto the Q&A. So if there's any questions you guys would like to ask, please go ahead and ask it.
Awesome. Well then, guys, thank you very much. And have an absolutely spectacular Wednesday further. And if you need the recording, please do feel free to let us know. We will share it. Thanks, everyone. Have a wonderful Wednesday further. Goodbye.